This offseason, the NBA's biggest trade rumors are buzzing around the Golden State Warriors, and one name keeps popping up: Jonathan Kuminga. But what if Kuminga is headed to the Sacramento Kings? Could a deal get done? We're breaking down everything you need to know about the potential Warriors-Kings trade and what's really at stake for both teams. Stick around, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're all about the latest NBA rumors and insights. Let's dive in. It's safe to say that Jonathan Kuminga's future with the Golden State Warriors is one of the most intriguing storylines of the offseason. While some fans are still high on the former 2021 first-round pick, his role with the Warriors hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Despite his obvious talent, Kuminga's place on the Warriors roster remains uncertain. And now, the Sacramento Kings have emerged as a potential suitor. But what would it take to make a Kuminga trade happen? We've got all the details coming up right now. Jonathan Kuminga was once viewed as the future of the Warriors, but the 20-year-old hasn't yet found his true role on the team. He showed flashes of brilliance, especially after Steph Curry went down with an injury last season. However, his inconsistent play and struggles to fit into Steve Kerr's system have led to some questions about his long-term future in the Bay Area. Kuminga's trade value, though, has been somewhat muted. Despite being a highly touted prospect, there just hasn't been much buzz about teams lining up to acquire him. That's where the Kings come in. The Sacramento Kings, on the other hand, are looking to continue building on their success after a strong 2023 season. Led by De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, the Kings surprised a lot of people by making it to the playoffs for the first time in nearly 20 years. Now, they're looking to add more talent and youth to their roster. Could Jonathan Kuminga be the piece they need? While Sacramento has been linked to Kuminga in trade rumors, it's still unclear what the Kings would be willing to offer. There have been whispers that the Kings might be interested in making a deal, but according to insider reports, they haven't yet committed to offering any of their core pieces, such as Keegan Murray or Keon Ellis, in a potential deal. So what are the Warriors looking for? According to Sam Amick of The Athletic, the Warriors are focused on one thing in particular when it comes to any potential trade with the Kings: the 2030 first-round draft pick. That's right, the Warriors aren't looking for more young talent right now. They want future draft capital. Amick went on to say that the Warriors have been adamant about securing an unprotected first-round pick in 2030 from Sacramento. And if the Kings are willing to meet that demand, the deal could very well happen. A 2030 unprotected first-round pick could be especially valuable for the Warriors, considering where the Kings franchise is headed. Now, why does this matter for Golden State? Well, the Warriors front office seems to be focusing more on long-term assets than immediate help. It's no secret that the Warriors are in a win-now mode, with Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green still leading the way. But securing a future pick would give them some flexibility down the line, especially after the Curry era winds down. The Warriors are no strangers to making big moves when it comes to reshaping their roster. After all, they did just win a championship in 2022. But with Curry now in his mid-30s and the team facing tough decisions in the coming years, the pressure is on the front office to build a sustainable future. If Kuminga is dealt, the Warriors would likely want assets that can help them continue to contend while also building for the future. That 2030 pick from Sacramento could give them the chance to add another star player once the current core begins to fade. But could they really part ways with Kuminga, who showed so much potential? For the Kings, this move could be a bold one. Sacrificing a potential top 10 pick in 2030 could be a risk, but if Kuminga pans out, he could be a huge addition to their young and growing roster. Paired with Fox and Sabonis, Kuminga could provide them with another dynamic player who can score, defend, and create plays. But Kuminga's fit with the Kings would need to be evaluated carefully. Sacramento has a solid lineup, and Kuminga would have to prove he can contribute consistently. But if they can get him for a future pick with minimal risk, the upside could be worth it. Now, the big question: how does Kuminga fit into Sacramento's system? The Kings already have a deep roster and are looking for players who can make an immediate impact. While Kuminga's potential is undeniable, he's still a work in progress. Kuminga has the size and athleticism to play a major role in the NBA, but his decision-making and shot selection have been inconsistent. However, in Sacramento, under coach Mike Brown, Kuminga could get more time to develop and find his groove. If the Kings believe in Kuminga's potential to develop into a star, it might be worth pulling the trigger on this trade. So what do you think about a potential Jonathan Kuminga trade to the Kings? Could this be the move that propels Sacramento to new heights, or will it be another failed trade for the Warriors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this NBA breakdown, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow Hoops fans. Also, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future NBA rumors and insider reports. The future of Jonathan Kuminga is uncertain, and while a move to the Kings might sound intriguing, it all depends on whether both teams can meet in the middle. With the Warriors focusing on long-term assets and the Kings looking to continue their rise, this trade could have major ramifications for both franchises. As we watch the offseason unfold, stay tuned for more updates on this potential deal, because when it comes to the NBA, anything can happen.